Welcome to Paulsboro, a new show, and today we're coming to you from in the newly opened, newly expanded, the word is new, Gill Memorial Library. Irma, it is just beautiful.
John, this is definitely a jewel of Paulsboro, and thank you to the library board trustees, the old and the new, Dr. Walter Quinn, our librarians. This is close to my heart because my grandma was a librarian here, or the other from 1914 to 1954.
No computers then?
Nothing. No, everything was done, but I still have my little library card, all handwritten.
Nothing past due?
I don't know, John.
Got footage of the ceremony leading up to the opening. A very special program. There's good news. The Plaza project continues to come to life. We visit with the new superintendent of schools and maybe a surprise here or there. So stay with us. We're coming right back from the Gill Memorial Library on Broad Street in Paulsboro.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we're at the Gill Memorial Library, and it is just exciting, just a fresh place to walk into. Of course, as you drive by, you got a sense something was happening. We visited with Dr. Quint during the construction period, so you had a sense of how it was coming together. But now you're going to see it all together, open to the public, a real community service, and it's just a real legacy project for all those associated. We're going to start with Rita Cully, who is the president of the board of the library. Rita, first of all, you had a beautiful, beautiful ceremony to open the doors and cut the ribbon.
Yes, we did. We were so thankful that we had so many people show up. It was a rainy, cold day, but we had a tent, and everyone was well protected, and it was just wonderful.
Speech making was good, and there was a real spirit. I didn't realize it was raining that day. I thought the sun was shining because it was that good.
It was shining in our hearts anyway.
a big deal. Walter, you put a great deal of time as a volunteer to coordinate this project all the way through. You got to be pleased as we stand here today.
Absolutely thrilled. The building exceeded our expectations in every way. It has all the bells and whistles, up-to-date sprinkler systems, alarm systems, wireless computer network, everything the community needs, taking us into the future for many years.
But it doesn't forget the past in the process. Now, Rita, you're a retired educator. Dr. Quinn, of course, as well. A blended technology. So computer access is a big deal for people. Not everybody has a computer in the house. Not everybody has access to the internet.
That's true. And that was one of the things that actually held up the opening of the library to the public, because we were trying to marry the old and the new as far as the technology went. And we had some problems with getting our new computers wired up. And now we're up and running. And it's just amazing. And it's just wonderful. As you can see, as you walk around, we have more computers than we had before. And we have access to a lot of other technology, Wi-Fi. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful facility, and the Board of Trustees worked very hard to try and cover all the bases, and I think we have.
And it's just bright, and as you walk in, it's very welcoming, but yet it doesn't feel like you're enclosed. I guess that's what a library is supposed to do. It's supposed to open up the world.
Indeed. And what I liked about the architect's vision for this building is the new addition celebrates industrial Paulsboro, something we're very proud of. The old building is historic Paulsboro, and it's the perfect marriage both inside and out. They both complement each other just as they do in the town.
It's just, again, it's just a big success. And Rita, what are the hours of operation? Because I don't spend a lot of time in libraries.
Well, we're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, usually 12 to 7, and I think Saturday is 10 to 7. So we try and give as many hours as we can because we really work with a very small group of employees here, and it seems to work.
And what's the relationship with the county library system? Because this is an independent operation. It's a municipal library.
True. But we do belong to the county library as an affiliate member. If there's anything here that one of our patrons comes in and wants to take out, and we don't have it, we have the ability to get in touch with the county library, and with 24 hours, it's delivered to us for our patrons, and they have the same usage on their library card as if they were a member of the county library. So even though we are independent, we pay each year to belong to the county library's affiliate member.
And we'll close on this. Does a Paulsboro resident or does anyone need a membership to come here?
Paulsboro residents, but we do have associate membership. So if someone were to come in and ask for something, we are very opening and very available to help anyone who comes in.
Very good. Wonderful pictures and just as I said before, a legacy project. A lot of people involved in this going back many, many years. And thank you to all those participated. The doors are open, and through these doors walk a curiosity, and libraries are a vehicle to help satisfy some of that. Take advantage of it. We'll be right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landoff Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landoffuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. As we continue from the Gill Memorial Library, more good news continues. The long dormant Paulsboro Plaza, a very difficult project to pull together, is continuing to make progress. With me today is artist and Greg Moore. They're part of the family and team that is going to turn this project, this quiet place, into something very important. So I had a significant announcement yesterday. We're taping on a Friday or a Thursday, and we asked them if they could join us, kind enough to join us. So who would like to start? Artist, would you start, or update on where we are?
Generally where we are, but I'm going to turn it over to Gregory, because Gregory is kind of handling it on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, very good. So, Greg, that's yours. So where is it? I mean, yesterday you had an announcement. It seems like real progress.
Yes, we wanted to give our financial partners an opportunity to introduce themselves to the community. New Jersey Community Capital and their partners, in concert with New Jersey Economic Development Authority, that provide the funding to jumpstart this project at Paulsboro Plaza.
So what happens next?
Well, we're about to start the roofing. We got the roofing permit. We want to get the roof on before the winter, obviously, to protect the vacant building. And then soon after, we're currently going for application for the building permit to start interior demolition.
And so just to refresh people, because the project has had a couple different approaches, but now has really come to focus. So a supermarket is coming, and there'll be some demolition.
Yeah, that's correct. Save a Lot will be our anchor tenant. You mentioned the project and the site. I think it remained vacant for many years because of the challenges of overcoming the 100-year floodplain that the site is plagued with. And you just can't keep a retail component on the site. You really have to expand the use of the site to make it work, which is why we're also introducing in Phase 2 two residential components, age-restricted housing, market rate housing, And I think all that is made possible due to the port in Paulsboro that the state of New Jersey has invested quite a bit of money in, and we want to create a synergy with that project as well.
Hey, Greg, in this first phase, the supermarket Save-A-Lot, which I think would be a perfect fit for this immediate area. Some of the old building comes down, correct? I guess the old Kmart portion.
Yes, the old Kmart, I think, is at the Acme portion of the building.
With the Acme portion.
I'm sorry, Ames. Ames. Yes.
See, those of us old enough to remember. It started as Grant. It was a Grant, then it became. I'm looking at Fred. Then it was a Kmart. Then it was an Ames. So yes, but you're same building.
Yes.
So what happens there?
That portion will be coming down in the first phase to make way for the second phase, which we will be making reapplication to the Land Use Board to show them some of the changes that we've made and get approval for that phase.
Now, how about out front, which was it was Rita's Water Ice there briefly. That was built as a Camden National Bank and Trust Company. I think that goes back that far. Does that survive or does that come down?
That satellite building will come down to make way for sufficient parking to service the site.
And the standalone building where Nino's is and a Chinese restaurant. What is the plan there?
That stays. They're a vital part of what we're trying to do with the site. And eventually we will do a facelift on the site so that that building looks like it's a part of the rest of the upgrades that we're doing to the site.
Where do you see time schedule with regards to Save-A-Lot making entry in and setting up shop?
Our goal is to get them in the second quarter of next year and to follow up with the residential phase sometime in the third quarter of next year.
That's not far away. So people, the most visible thing they'll see first is demolition. When do you think the demolition starts?
Before the end of the year. Right now, we're making application for the building permit, and we'll get started.
Very good. Artis, anything to follow up, because you had some vision here to start with. These kind of projects aren't easy.
No, they're very difficult, and I'd like to thank you and members of the township for being helpful and getting us to this particular point. It's been a struggle, but nothing that's any good doesn't come about without some struggles.
There's a tone of wisdom.
Well, I've been in the business for quite a few years. As you see, I'm turning everything over to Gregory. Gregory's handling it on a day-to-day basis. We've been in business for over 35 years. Maybe I don't look like I hope, but things are good, and we're moving along. We have some other things that we're considering to do, particularly in the development stage. We're doing more development than we are just general construction.
Very good. Good visit and good news on this project. So look soon to see activity on that site, and Save-A-Lot coming very soon. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. Our program continues from the main portion of the Gill Memorial Library. And with me now is Dr. Laurie Bandlow. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, you did.
I did well on that.
You did well.
As the new superintendent of Paulsboro Public Schools, follows Dr. Walter Quinn, who had come out of retirement, who's the interim superintendent for a year and a half, 2 years. So, Doctor, welcome. And I guess the first question would be is what are your initial impressions? Of course, obviously you interviewed for the job, but now that you're here and settled a bit, what kind of impression do you have?
The same impression that I got at the very start, John, when I started to interview for the job, is the rich tradition, the school spirit, the love of the community, everything from the Board of Education to the entire school community. They should be, there's such pride in Paulsboro schools and in the students, and every time I talk to someone in the community, I hear another story, not only about the present students that are here, but past students. And it's just, I just knew in my heart right from the beginning that this is the place that I needed to be, and that, that's really what I'm still feeling.
Right, and I think that comes through in the conversations I've had with you. There's such a challenge in public education today. The demands of what is expected has changed dramatically as society has. So from an academic standpoint and just the work in the classrooms, you're coming through this controversial testing cycle that's still being sorted out. How's the student population doing in the value of the classroom?
That's what's so unique about Paulsboro, and someone said to me it's the best kept secret in the state of New Jersey, and that is the theme that I'm continuing to go with, because not only do we have fantastic athletics, but we have wonderful, wonderful teachers. We've got a great academic program to build upon. My predecessor, Dr. Quint, really set the stage for me. The community should be so proud of the bond referendum that they passed to bring the buildings back into shape. But we have a wonderful, wonderful academic program. The class size is small. It's, sometimes when you walk into the schools, you feel like you're back in the 1950s, 1960s, and that's something that we are highly missing in education right now. We do have the demands of academia that we need to keep up with, but it is just really happening in Paulsboro, and we're going to keep it moving, not only with athletics, but with academics. So looking forward to it.
And when you look at graduation rates, attendance rates, they are challenges, reflective of places, that have some issues in pockets. So that sometimes can affect the larger student body. How does all that blend?
The board and the high school administration and teachers really worked hard to increase the high school graduation rate, and it is up over 85% in Paulsboro. They've really come a long way. I just sat in on a meeting regarding student attendance, and there was a committee that they look specifically at individual students and students that they feel that are at risk, and how do we get them into school. And they have done a fantastic job. In fact, it was a model for the state of New Jersey. The state came in, wanted to know what are they doing, and it's just individual attention to each student, and it makes a difference.
I thought you had former and now retired Chief Ken Rogers just out banging on doors.
Yes, he's still doing that. He's doing that. I heard he was a fantastic chief of police in Paulsboro, but it's really fantastic that we have a truant officer to go out there and really, not just catch kids missing school, but really working with families to help them to know that we're here for them. We're here to work in partnership with them, and we can't do it without them.
No, it's critical. It's just critical. And I say that, and Ken Rogers showing up at your door could be a little bit of inspiration to come to school. But as the doctor mentions, that's only a very small part of it, because getting these kids in the classroom where they belong gives them the best chance for them to exceed and do better. So that's what public education is supposed to be. It's the great equalizer.
Absolutely. It totally is. So
very good.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Visiting with the new superintendent at Paulsboro Public Schools, Dr. Laurie Bandlow. We're going to see much more of her as time progresses. We'll be right back. We have a segment before we go to commercial. Amy cut together a segment that was sent in by a viewer. I'll do the lead-in. Will now play, and you'll look at that piece, and we'll come back for community notes. We'll be right back. We appreciate that Tim Klein took time to shoot footage and send us pictures of a wonderful event that happened in town. So you're going to see those now as I read the notes that he sent along with us. 10 Paulsboro churches sponsored a Crusade, Paulsboro Day weekend. The churches were the Second Baptist Church, Billingsport United Methodist Church, the Glorious Light Christian Ministries, the Mount Carmel UAME Church, New Beginnings Assembly of God, St. James Episcopal Church, St. Clare's of Assisi Parish, St. Paul's United Methodist Church, the Taylor Memorial Baptist Church, and the Vision Christian Center. The churches gathered together to hold a tent revival on Friday night behind Borough Hall. Saturday they had booths at the Paulsboro Day, plus a prayer tent. Sunday, a United Church service was held in the auditorium of Paulsboro High School. Friday and Sunday were attended by large numbers from the community. And what a nice thing to do to see the churches come together. It's a real strength in a small town like Paulsboro, and we applaud all of you because the power of prayer can do wonderful things.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landoff Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landoffuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. And now it's time for Community Notes, which is really the reason we do the show to begin with. So, Irma, we started with you at the top of the show. This is a friendly place to be.
It's a beautiful. Every night when I go past this to go to work and come home in the morning, I think, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, you're involved. There are a lot of people involved. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And you got lots of stuff.
Yeah, John, happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday
22 and holding.
To Mark, and we got all kinds of
Mark Camp, right.
Scott, it's the November Club.
The Scorps, John.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to, of course, John Bridger Kelly, John Gentile, Rachel Thornton, Colin Llewellyn, Rita Kelly, Mark Camp, Tanner Hamilton, Dr. Walter Quint, and Charlotte Quint. Jean Jimpola, Evelyn Gerlach, Doug Weiner, Georgine Weiner, Kathy Maurer, my hairdresser, who always keeps me in tune for our show. Barbara Coco, Reggie Waiton, Mary Etta Relation, Michelle Relation, Pat Esposito, Alfonso Jimpola III, Jim Carruthers, our coach, Glenn Howard, go Big Red tonight, Glenn. Marie Young, Cheryl Cordetti, Chuck O'Leary, Link Kessler and Carol Kessler, Anthony Esposito, Tom Haddock, Kathy McCann, Joe Kneestout, Ed Young, Virginia Scott, Barbara Bryan Jones, Wayne Haddock, and Kyle Castrava. And happy anniversaries to Stephanie and Chris Hamilton, my granddaughter in Boston, Don and Chuck O'Leary, Nancy and Tony Fleming, Ed and Evelyn Raby. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries, John.
Pretty good list.
We're Scorps, John. Watch this thing in our tail, John. Designer bag.
Can't comment on that.
You can't, okay. Designer bag bingo plus a Chinese auction. Here we go, John. The Chinese are back in the borough. Benefits the Paulsboro Volunteer Fire Association Friday, December the 4th, 2015 at the Paulsboro Firehouse, 1502 Sweetsboro Avenue. Doors open at 5:30. Bingo starts at 7. Tickets are $25 and $30 at the door. Vera Bradley, Coach Michael Kors, bags. 853-423-8066. And John, we've been at Nino's Italian restaurant, wonderful here in Paulsboro. He is now presenting his 4-course sunset dining, Tuesday through Saturday, 3 to 6, $19.99, eat in only. First course, you can have bruschetta. Second course, 3 types of soup. Third course is your salad. Fourth course is chicken, tilapia, chicken cacciatore, crab cakes, grilled flat iron steak, blackened grouper, and chicken delicata. And
you have to choose one of the entrees, right?
Well, John, if you're going to eat all that,
It's
I
not
mean,
a buffet.
no, this isn't a buffet. You didn't hear me. 4 course, John. 4 courses.
Counting's difficult. It's early.
And also, of course, Paulsboro Junior Wrestling. Sign up now. Register online, www.paulsborowrestling.com, or in person at the Paulsboro Wrestling Building at 541C Mancho Avenue, November 24th. Registration costs $20 individual, $30 family. They have Tots and Novus for 5 to 6, Bantam 7 to 8, midgets 9 to 10, and junior high grades 6 to 8. So please.
Are we still allowed to say midgets?
John, I say midgets. What are they going to do?
Just
Fire me, John?
Yeah, that's right.
No,
That's right.
they're not going to farm you, John. I don't think so. And also, class of Paulsboro High School 1966 will have a 50-year reunion Saturday, June the 25th of 2016, and which is so significant. They will be the class that will be honored at the Golden Anniversary Club this year because we're starting our centennial year of Paulsboro High School, 1916 to it was 1916. The first graduating class, though, was in 1917. At Courtyard at Marriott Hotel on Rowan Boulevard. Contact either Phil DeVilla or Jim Milstead. They're going to have a cocktail hour, buffet dinner, and the next day there will be on June 26th. They will be at Aletto's to be honored. And John, it is a lot of fun. This year, Mark just told me that they have our graduates $16,000 for our scholarships for next year. It's gone from 8 to 10 to 14 last year. $16,000 for scholarships. So
That's a big help.
Big help, John. It is a wonderful help, and we're very blessed in Paulsboro.
We've had a good show with good news. This library is spectacular. The news on the Paulsboro Plaza is just what we wanted to hear. So there's a lot of optimism as we head into Thanksgiving. So it's a time for thanks, and in this municipality, it's a time to keep looking forward. And that's got to be the theme, Irma.
John, God bless America, and go Big Red.
For Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be here, for Fred Buchter behind the camera, for Amy helped as well. Big thank you. And to Beth, I told you we'd get another show in the can at some point. Until next time.